Good evening. You are watching the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. First, the headlines. The Sultanate participates in the drill of early warning risk control for tsunami dangers among Indian Ocean countries. Around 1.5 million tourists visit the Sultanate since the start of 2016. And the Eid markets in the Sultanate witnessed an active purchase movement as the municipal slaughterhouses are ready for the blessed Eid al-Adha. Those were the headlines. Now for the news in detail. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos has sent a cable of greetings to His Excellency President Emomali Rahmoon of Tajikistan on his country's National Day. His Majesty the Sultan has also sent a cable of greetings to His Excellency President Enrique Pena Nieto of Mexico on his country's independence anniversary. And His Majesty has sent a cable of greetings to His Excellency Kim Jong-un, First Secretary of the Workers' Party, the first Chairman of the National Defense Commission and Supreme Commander of the Korean People's Army on the 68th founding anniversary of the Democratic People's Republic of Korea. The Sultanate participated in the drill of early warning risk control for tsunami dangers, which came among the activities of the regional drill for Indian Ocean countries. In the governorate of Muscat, the exercise was conducted in one of the schools in the wilaya of Sib, where the multi-hazard early warning center sent a notification to the school as a civil defense and ambulance men quickly responded to the situation and evacuated the students. In the wilaya of Sohar, the exercise targeted the school students and those living in coastal areas with the aim to acquaint them with the proper instructions on how the evacuation process works, as well as using emergency exits and assembly points, in addition to dealing with the emergency alerts. The drill of early warning risk control for tsunami dangers is conducted once every 2 years to test the communication systems and other procedures that require quick response. Wilaya of Barka in the governorate of South Batna, Iyas Basic Education School took part in the early warning risk control exercise. The exercise showed the preparedness of the Sultanate to such exceptional circumstances. This participation aims to verify the accuracy of the system of spreading warnings in the Sultanate and assess and develop the efficiency of the unified operational procedures to all participants in the exercise on the national level and to spread awareness in the society. The exercise was also carried out in the wilaya of Sur in the governorate of South Sharqiya. It was conducted in Bahar Oman Basic Education School. It aimed to prepare students on how to deal with emergency cases, stressing on the total preparation in case of risks with its various types. The implementing company of Water Supply Network project in the wilaya of Bidbid in the governorate of Dakhiliya ended its preparation works. The project is worth around 16 million Omani riyals. The Public Authority for Electricity and Water explained in its orientation meeting with citizens of the wilaya the details of the project. It also listened to the citizens' requests and views about the project. It will cover the wilaya center and most of its villages and residential areas through main water pipeline network at the length of more than 60 kilometers, while the length of distribution pipeline network reached 220 kilometers. The project takes 730 days. As many as 1.5 million visitors flew into the Sultanate during January till July 2016, while 3.2 million visitors left the country during the same period, according to the latest tourism report published by the National Center for Statistics and Information. The GCC nationals topped the list of visitors to the Sultanate, with their numbers touching more than 557,000. The Omani visitors number reached around 82,000. Meanwhile, the number of Salala Kharif monsoon season visitors as of the end of July 2016 reached 313,000. Coming to the hospitality industry, the period saw more than 769,000 guests checking into 3- to 5-star hotels, generating revenues of 98.6 million Omani riyals. Still to come in our news bulletin. The Royal Army of Oman marks the graduation of its recruits as a 5th RAO music band is launched. Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. The Firaq forces at the Royal Army of Oman held a ceremony to mark the graduation of a new batch of recruits on the military field at Nujur Sahalnut camp in the Governorate of Dhofar. The ceremony started with a military salute for the chief guest, Major General Matar bin Salim al-Balushi, commander of the Royal Army of Oman. Then the chief guest inspected the first row. The graduates then staged a military parade by marching in slow motion, accompanied with the RAO musical band. The column then proceeded forward in a parade form. At the end, the chief guest distributed awards and appreciation certificates to the distinguished graduates at various activities and competitions. Major Matar bin Salim al-Balushi, commander of Royal Army of Oman, launched the 5th musical band of the army on the ground of Nujur Sahalnut camp in the Governorate of Dhofar. The band presented a number of artistic performances and various musical feats, reflecting the training level acquired by its personnel within the training program adopted by the command of the Royal Army of Oman to upgrade the level of the music teams in the army. The Municipal Council in the Governorate of Muscat hosted the Public Authority for Social Insurances to acquaint with the systems and roles rendered by the authority to Omani citizens working in the private sector. The Council ratified a number of recommendations regarding addressing the Ministry of Housing to the importance of real estate market and accelerating activation of the regulation of Landlords Association and residents of multi-story buildings, besides the management mechanism of residential complexes. The recommendations also included addressing the Supreme Council for Planning to emphasize on the importance of starting the strategy of architectural plans in the Sultanate to upgrade architectural progress. Enhancing service aspects and organizing Mirbet Festival in the upcoming month of October were topics discussed at the 6th meeting of the year of the Municipal Council in the Governorate of Dhofar. It also dealt with recommendations of the Municipal Affairs Committee in the Wilaya of Mirbet with regard to dealing with water shortage in the Wilaya. The Council also discussed the agricultural sector in the Governorate and the assessment of Kharif season this year and ways to develop services provided for tourists during this season. The Ministry of Regional Municipalities and Water Resources conducted an awareness campaign to dispose waste of slaughtered carcasses safely in order to protect the hygiene of Omani villages and wilayas. The campaign aimed to avoid random disposal of unused slaughtered carcasses, causing the spread of insects, diseases, and bad odors, in addition to implementing a number of awareness activities to the necessity of dumping the waste in the places allocated by the municipality in each wilaya. The campaign further stresses on the principles of boosting the community partnership towards cooperation in preserving public hygiene. The Directorate General of Regional Municipalities and Water Resources in the Governorate of Buraymi is well prepared to render animal slaughtering service during the blessed Eid al-Adha through making all necessary preparations at the central slaughterhouse. It also established 16 waste collection points in all the wilayas of the Governorate during the days of Eid al-Adha. This came to protect public health and hygiene. With the advent of blessed Eid al-Adha, active purchase movement is being witnessed by Mawalah Central Market for fruits and vegetables. The market received more than 500 tons of vegetables and fruits through land border crossings, ports, and air shipping to meet the consumers' demands. To avoid raising prices during these days, the management of the market, in coordination with concerned bodies, determined the prices of some types of vegetables and fruits. It also will monitor these prices in the market. Inspection campaigns were also made to some cold stores and shops in the market to ensure good hygiene for vegetables and fruit storage. Now for the general weather forecast around the Sultanate. Clear to partly cloudy skies will prevail over the coastal areas of the Governorate of Dhofar, with chances of scattered rains. Rest of the Sultanate will have clear skies with cloud accumulation and scattered rainfall over the Hajar Mountains. Low clouds and fog late at night and early morning are expected over most of the coastal areas. Winds will be easterly to northeasterly, light to moderate over the coast of the Sea of Oman, while on the coastal areas of the Arabian Sea, it will be southwesterly moderate to active. Seas will be rough along the coast of the Arabian Sea with a maximum wave height of 4 meters, and moderate along the rest of the coast with a maximum wave height of 2 meters. This is the Sultanate of Oman television. Before we end tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. The Sultanate participates in the drill of early warning risk control for tsunami dangers among Indian Ocean countries. Around 1.5 million tourists visit the Sultanate since the start of 2016. And the Eid markets in the Sultanate witness an active purchase movement as the municipal slaughterhouses are ready for the blessed Eid al-Adha. With that, we come to the end of tonight's news bulletin. From all of us here at the newsroom and the studios, it's good night.